Welcome to a video tutorial of the Q.HOME Core app for end-user accounts. Begin by logging in with your end-user account credentials. The power flow diagram in the center of the page shows the power distribution of the energy storage system. This is a snapshot in time of the system's behavior. Power flow direction is shown on the lines connecting the component symbols. Input or output power of the components are displayed on the component symbols itself. The 5 symbols represent solar modules, batteries, the inverter, the home's power load, and the electric grid, or feed-in power, which shows the exchange of power between the electric grid and the home. In this example, the solar modules are producing power. The inverter is sending this power to the home. Because the home load is higher than the solar production, the grid is supplying the remaining power required by the home. The work mode of the inverter determines when and where the inverter directs solar and battery power. The power summary in the top left corner of the screen shows the inverter AC power. This represents the input and output power of the inverter itself. The PV and grid power also are shown and match the values displayed in the power flow diagram below. In the top right, we see the yield summary. Yield is the usable solar energy harvested per day, month, or over the lifetime of the inverter. This displays energy in kilowatt hours. Imagine electricity as water in a hose. Power is described in watts or kilowatts and is like the rate that water comes out of a hose. Energy is described in kilowatt hours and is like collecting an amount of water in a bucket. For detailed behavior of power variables, click the orange graphics button below the power flow diagram. Graph at the top of the screen shows all power variables and their behavior over the course of the day. Select variables to toggle on and off visibility on the graph. The yield graph is shown below. Select the month and view the harvested solar energy for each day. Self-use is solar used by the home. Feed-in is excess solar that is exported back to the grid. Off-grid will represent solar energy harvested during a grid outage. Click Consumed to view the home's daily energy consumption. The self-use portion comes from solar power. The consumed portion comes from the grid. Off-grid is the backup load consumption during a grid outage. Next, navigate to the Device tab to see inverter-specific information. This site has 2 parallel inverters connected to the hub. Only the primary inverter setting needs to be changed for systems with multiple inverters. Click the gear to go to Basic Settings. This is where the work mode and system switch can be accessed. The system switch turns the inverter on or off. The Alarm tab displays any alarm or fault of the inverter. This will help the installer troubleshoot the issue and restore normal function. The Account tab provides access to the Wi-Fi and local connection tools. To connect the inverter to a Wi-Fi network, first confirm that the phone is already connected to the home's Wi-Fi. Allow the app to access the device location, and the network name will auto-populate. Enter the password and click Connect. If internet connection is unavailable, the local connection tool allows a phone or tablet to directly monitor the system. First connect to the inverter's Wi-Fi network on your device. Then enter the Wi-Fi dongle serial number. This may require being physically near the inverter to maintain connection. For any other questions, please contact Qcells ESS support at pti-ess@qcells.com.